But aside from loss, we've had the biggest hack in history this year, right? In January with CoinCheck losing,
Right.
Millions, 500 million
Right.
NEM. And so, again, it all goes back to being able to properly secure that data and making sure that we have all these different types of countermeasures in place to protect from vulnerabilities.
So to what extent are we going to see these problems addressed and a comfort level that will allow, Vanguard to jump in or pension funds to jump in? And what else needs to be done to sort of get to that point? Because everybody keeps talking about that. In fact, I think it's the next panel is on that topic.
Yeah, I think you need more partnerships between banks and crypto companies. Banks have trust, they have longevity, they have history, right? And so the general public is used to dealing with those big names. Do you want to store your money with Vanguard or do you want to store your money with CoinCheck? Which company are you going to go with?
Well, I thought Bitcoin was going to get rid of banks. We're not doing that anymore.
I'm a big proponent of no. I think that it's really, you can't wipe out the banks, right? I know there's a lot of blockchain conferences around that people say, to heck with the banks, but this is something that's part of our history. And again, it's trust is the most important piece. That's what people always fall back on.
And I think banks have the KYC procedures, the ability to authenticate Stacey's who Stacey is. So adopting those, into the Bitcoin and the, digital cryptocurrency area is the key. They already have these trusted procedures that work. And so adopting some of those so that builds up more trust in these types of, different coin exchanges. And so that's the hard part because by default, they're supposed to be anonymous and, protect your who you are and who this is you're exchanging coins with, other than that wallet number, that public wallet key number. So it'll be interesting to see where we go, how we adopt those and adapt those to digital currency exchanges.
Yeah, I think that the big thing is custody solutions and the way they come. And if exchanges custody their assets with firms that actually can secure those assets correctly and provide like an audit trail that shows that they're always in control. And I think like a lot of it has to do with how multi-signature wallets will be embedded into those custody solutions. Right now, I feel like most of the firms that are exploring it right now aren't quite there yet from a security perspective because of just the way the technology works. Probably the firms that are the closest are not even yet custody solutions like Coinbase.
I guess the last question, we talked a little bit about it before we came on, is the fact that you've got NASDAQ and NYSE looking at this, you've got State Street and BNY Mellon considering custody. So you have this situation where you have these well-known names in finance that obviously are going to give a comfort level to the big institutional investors, but probably don't have the expertise. And then you have the people who do have the expertise, and you have to figure out, is CoinCheck or Kraken or something, trustworthy without, 100 years of history? How do those 800-pound gorillas completely change the game, or do they come in and have to learn everything the hard way?
Again, I think it all comes back down to partnerships, being able to bring those two together. I think you get the best of both worlds in that solution.
They're going to have to learn the hard way.
Learn the hard way.
I think the banks are going to have to learn the hard way on what this is and how to work it, and build that trust with the partners that they're trying to partner with that do know how the technology works.